Well, hello, Tim. Kimro. Heather on show. I guess Tim.
Tommy Train.
Velo Trang. How on Coney Trang? Jay Dunya Trang.
I went to a city council meeting and it was long, and they didn't listen to us. So because they're going to charge at Balboa Park, so we're trying to fight it, but we didn't win.
We didn't win, huh?
No, but they think they might wait till January, but we're not sure. Everyone was against it. It was one person, and I booed that person. I almost got kicked out. I don't care. Kick me out. I think he works for I think he works for the meter company or the kiosk because he was getting paid. I mean, he's the only one, so why is this one person?
What were they trying to do with Hello D?
They want to charge for parking at Balboa Park. They're going to do it probably in January.
But
that's not what the park's for. Because they're mad at tourists. They're really mad at us because we didn't approve a sales tax.
Yep, that's why.
So they're punishing us. But they're supposed to represent the people, and the person in that district voted against it. So I mean, so it's Bowley's pushing on somebody else.
It's true. Well, Koyu, Kimrahau D, Kimrahau. Belugama, okay. Ami Tolacha. Okay. I guess Heather, Kimrahau.
Hami Trang. Hami Agopar Anju.
I can school.
I can school.
At the school,
yeah. Go school at Rash.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Oh, okay. Well, Koyu. Does anybody have any questions? Any questions before we get started?
No, I just been having problems getting on the Zoom.
Oh, okay.
They changed Zoom, so it's hard to get in.
Okay.
They want you to have a password.
Or does the link not work by itself?
It should, but Zoom did something.
Yeah, I know.
I can get in, but it takes a while.
Oh, okay. Is anybody else having trouble getting in on Zoom? No, okay. I don't know. No. Yeah, I mean, but Zoom has changed a few things around. Well, I know that. So anyway, all right. Anyway, okay. Well, let's take a look at a couple things. And before we get started, let me there's another software I've been using that I've had to change besides, then changes to Zoom, but also the Dropbox that I've been putting everything in. They've changed their policies and made it difficult to share. So I'm going to be changing everything over to Google, and I think by tomorrow I will be able to send you the link to the folder, to the Google Drive or Google Docs or whatever it is folder, and I'll show it to you for just a second, and you should be able to get in. So I'm going to share the screen. Okay. And then and then Google Docs. Well, no, not Google Docs. Okay, yeah, like right here. Okay. Google Drive. Okay. So you can see this, right?
Yes.
So I've started loading the first year here. And so you'll get in and you'll see something like this. Actually, you'll see something like this, I think. Yeah. You'll see Gaelic Year 1 and Gaelic Year 2. So I'll send you the link for Gaelic Year 2. Okay. And then you should get into, see, I haven't put anything in there yet, but you'll get in and it'll look something like this. And so you see Capital Aga, Capitula Hun, chapter 1, chapter 2. And I think what I'm going to do is to simplify stuff, I'll put all the material that I have for a lesson in one document. So I won't be sending you, 3 or 4 different documents with the slideshows and the presentations and stuff like that. I'll put it all into one document, and I can compact that all into a PDF. And then not quite sure what to do with the video link. I will either, well, what I did here, I'll just show you what I did here. Okay. I inserted where did I put the video link? Oh yeah, YouTube link for this session. Okay. I might just do this. In the uploaded version of the class lesson, I'll just put the video link there. So you can upload, so everything will be compact. You won't have to go to any other different places. Okay. And yeah. Okay. All right. So we'll do something like that. Okay. And might be okay, yeah. Might be I might make some changes as we go forward. Just for convenience sake, we might figure out a better way to do it, but I think that's the way to do it starting off. And then okay. And then let me ask you, okay. I think, well, I closed that. Okay, so let me ask you, does anybody have need of dictionary or other materials? Okay. Well, anyway, so I'll upload a couple dictionaries or whatnot in case you do need them. But anyway, okay. All right. Okay, so let's take a look at the class. Any questions about this so far? Okay.
No.
So I think it's kind of clear. So that's good. Okay. It's good we don't have any questions, but of course, if anything comes up, feel free to contact me. All right. Okay. All right. So Gaeltach. Okay. Nishar Gaelic Vrishtia, Niverlach Klishtia. Okay. Better broken Gaelic than fluent English. And here's our piper for the week. Okay. And the invite link, you should be able to use this to get into the class. And then if you need to, you have the meeting ID and the password. And if the above presents an issue, you have my direct contact information there. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So, Clàr na Seachdaine, schedule of the week. Okay. Fàilte, Seachdain na Seachdaine, Gràmar na Seachdaine. And this week we'll be reviewing the verbal noun. For the first few weeks, we'll be doing a lot of review. We'll mostly review, almost all review, just bring us up to speed, and then we'll plow forward. Okay. And Eacarsaich, we'll do an exercise to review the verbal noun, and Òran na Seachdaine, you mean the Mòrbheanna. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Now, Seachdain na Seachdaine should be na Seachdaine. Okay. Seachdain na Seachdaine. Okay. Donnach ban Machantur, great Gaelic poet of the 1700s, describing the Glen Etive women walking cloth, said, "Nur a hainashiet na Òran, Curiet na Hion an Cranif." Okay? When they sang their songs, or when they sing their songs, literally, when they sing their songs, okay, I'll explain that in a second. Curiet na Hion an Cranif. They put literally something like they put the birds in the branches. Okay, so So something like they call down the birds to sit in the branches to hear them sing, something like that. Okay. Language notes. Do the Hainish. We didn't touch on this in the first year, but we will this year. It is the relative future. Okay. It is the relative future that's used in a relative clause. Okay. Or habitual. Okay. Another verb tense we have yet to learn. Okay. Nodahanish. When they sing. Instead of saying when they will sing, we use Nuda be it a shane, no nuda shaney it. We say nuda hanish. Okay. And don't don't fret too much about it right now. They are we will get to this in due course, okay? But just kind of an advance notice, we have something else to look forward to. Okay. Kuri, they will put or they put. And here, the future tense being used in the habitual. So remember, we can do that. We can use the future tense. This is the simple future, and it can also mean they will put or they put. In English, for the habitual, we use the simple present. In Gaelic, we use the future. Okay, all right. On Cranach, in the branches. Okay, so a couple things going on here. On would be auna un. It's an abbreviation. Sometimes you see this. Okay, on. Abbreviate auna. So just as easily, it could have been aunan Cranach. Okay, or ounce of Cranach. Okay, all right. Okay, but it's abbreviated. And then Cranach, we don't have to worry too much about this, but just so you know, Governor Lishko, I just finished wolfing down dinners. That's all I'm burping, sorry. Governor Lishko. Anyway, so Cranach, just so you know what's going on when you see something like this. This is the old that in as not used anymore, plural or dative or prepositional form. So it wouldn't use the regular. Nowadays, they would use we would use just the regular plural. Back in the old days, and this was 1700s, there was a special form for the plural dative or the plural prepositional. And that's what it looks like. So, so not to fret about, but just don't be confused when you see it. Okay. And sometimes the songs that we sing will have this type of ending. Okay. So anyway, so that's that. Okay. So the Hainish eating the Òran. Kuriat Nahion on Cranach. Okay. All right. Okay. So Aheloch. Erlenton. Okay, continuum. Okay. All right. Okay. So tonight we're gonna review the verbal noun. So here are some of the more common verbal nouns, and these are irregular verbs, but anyway, a dole, going, okay, a fechen, so feel free to say this after me, a fechen,
A feckin,
a genef,
a yenaf,
a torscht,
a torch,
a chien,
a chien,
okay, a clunchen,
a clunchin,
a fian,
a fian.
getting. Okay. Right. Okay. All right. So, and these are used with the verb be, which we know in the present term tense as ha, as in Hamiadol,
Hamiadol.
Hauafechen,
Hauafechen.
Haie-Agenef,
Dèanamh.
Haie-Torscht,
Torsh.
Hashinachian,
Sinachin.
Hashiva-Clunchen,
Siva-Chunchin.
Haie-Defian.
Edafian.
Okay, they're getting, okay. All right, so, and we remember that the A is a contraction, or the apostrophe contraction for ek, which means at. So Hamiadol, you might translate it literally is I am at going, or ha'uafechen, you are at seeing. Okay, though that doesn't make much sense in English, but just to give you an idea of how it's constructed. And just to make a note that there used to be, I don't think anybody uses it anymore, but there used to be a sub-variety of English that people would actually say something like, I'm a-coming, I'm a-going, something like that. So, and these are probably people who somewhere in their past had either they themselves or their ancestors came out of the Gaelic. And so they continued to use the form in front of the ing word. So I'm a-coming. All right. So, okay. All right. Okay. So, and and some other practice sentences. Hamiafechin ku.
Hamiafechin ku.
Hamiagen of cake.
Hamiagen of cake.
I'm making a cake. Hamiadol.
Hamiadol.
I'm going. Haie torscht erget.
Torscht erget.
She is giving money. Okay. Hashina klunchin kyo.
Hashina klunchin kyo.
Here we are hearing music. Okay. Ha e achien yaki.
Ha e achien yaki.
Hashiva fe Hashiva fein car.
Hashiva fein car.
Hami agra, I'm saying.
Hami agra.
Okay. And then also we can use this in the past tense by changing the tense of the verb to be. Okay. So instead of ha, we say vamiafechen ku.
Vamiafechen ku.
I saw, or I was seeing a dog. Vamiagen of cake.
Vamiagen of cake.
Vamiadol.
Vamiadol.
Was going. Via torscht erget.
Via torscht erget.
She was giving money. Vashina klunchin kyo.
Via klunchin kyo.
Via chien gaki.
Via chien yaki.
Vashi vafayan car.
Vashi vafayan car.
Vamiagra.
Vamiagra.
And and right here, these are probably more often translated as what's called the progressive, the ing form, because we will next week we'll review the simple past, and like English, we can make a distinction between I said versus I was saying. Okay, and so so there's a little difference there. Okay, and in Gaelic you make that same distinction. So this is the future tense, and we use be. The future tense of the verb be, or the verb to be. Okay, so in English, translated as will. Be me a feckin' ku.
Be a feckin' ku.
I will see a dog, or I will be seeing a dog. Okay. Be me a gin of cake.
Be me a gin of cake.
I will make a cake. Be me a dole.
Be me a dole.
I will go. Via torscht erget.
Via torscht erget.
Be shina klunchin kyo.
Be shina klunchin Kyo.
Bia Chiangaki,
Pianchinyaki.
Bishi Vifayan Kar.
Bishin Hayan Car.
I'll take off new here, okay. Bimia Gra.
Mimigra.
Okay, I will say all these are I will. And then remember also, this form can also be used, as I mentioned above, can also be used to indicate the habitual. Okay, so be me a feckin' coup. I mean, if you want to say, you know, every time I take a walk, be me a feckin' coup, I see a dog. Okay. So you're not necessarily saying I will see a dog, but I see a dog. Okay. All right. Okay. And also, be me a do yon school. I go to school. Right. Either I will go to school, say tomorrow, or I go to school. That's what I do. Okay, with my time. Okay. All right. So, and then remember, just a little reminder. The verbal noun for each verb. Now they're variable. They follow certain patterns. Probably not predictable, but erase that. But you can find them in a dictionary. This is from the online Fàilte bag, and very often this is what it looks like. Jen, the root verb gives the root verb of make or do, okay, and then a dash and what adds to the root. So Jin nuff. Okay, so you add this to the root, and that becomes the verbal noun. Okay, so I'll make a little note here. Okay, Jennifer. Okay, full verbal noun. Okay, and then sometimes, the verbal noun. Sometimes verbal noun is given in its complete form if sufficiently irregular, okay, or just if it's really irregular. As an upper, there's nothing to add on to that. The verbal noun is ra, as in hamia gra, hamia ra. Okay, so there isn't an add-on to upper. Okay, it's just completely different. Okay, and there are many other verbal nouns. I mean, one for every verb. Okay, and sometimes, don't get confused, but sometimes there is more than one verbal noun that's accepted. Okay, for a word. Okay, so okay, let's see. Sometimes you might find more than one verbal noun listed. Not common. Don't worry about this. Not common. But for example, smoon. You could have smoonjikuch or smoonchen. Okay. Smoonchen. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So the root would be smoon, and verbal nouns could be smoonchen or smoonjikuch. Okay, so I use smoonjikuch. Okay, so I use smoonjikuch. But some people might use smoonchen, or you might see it in writing as smoonchen. So don't be thrown by variations like that. But this is not real common. Usually the verbal nouns are pretty well established. All right, so below is a review of some of them. So we're going to go to, I have a verbal noun. Is this it? Yeah, okay, good. All right, so you can see this, right? All right, so haida toko tai. So this just exercise to review some of the verbal nouns. So go ahead and say this after me and read it. And you see in the picture what it means. Okay, I try to illustrate the meaning. Okay, haida toko tai.
Haida toko tai.
They're building a house. Okay, so this is they're building a house. Toko very often means to lift. Okay, to lift. And it's used here in the sense of building, in the same sense of you hear Amish people doing a barn raising, or people in the old days of the West doing a barn raising, so they'd raise a barn. Okay, so anyway, okay. All right, oh, where are we? Okay, toko tai. Haida koper.
Haida koper.
Haida koper. Yeah, they are working. Okay. Haida Shane.
Haida Shane.
Shane.
Okay.
They are singing.
Singing. Haida klush bol kosha.
Haida klush. Klush.
Kosha.
Bol kosha. They are playing what we would call soccer, what everybody else in the world calls football.
Football.
Yeah. Which is what the word actually means. Okay. Haida koshuk.
Haida koshuk.
Okay, they're walking. Haida snav.
Haida snav.
She's swimming.
What's that?
Haida rui.
Haida
rui.
Rui. Run. He is running. Haida skriva.
Haida
skrivig.
She is
writing.
Hanafir a kluch nan piepen.
Hanafir a kluch nan piepen.
The men are playing the pipes, or
singing the pipes.
Hanafir a shane nan piepen. You can sing the pipes as well. Okay, you can play the pipes, used in the same sense. Play used in the same sense as it is in English. As we saw up here, where a kluch bal kosha. See, you use kluch to play a game, also to play the pipes. But you can shane nan piepen as well. You can shane the pipes as well. Okay. And then right here, a little note: fair equals man, fear equals men. Okay, the fear is okay. That's the plural form. Okay. Hananian a dancer.
Hananian a dancer.
Nianan a dancer. Nianan a dancer.
A dancer.
The girls are dancing. Han Chalach a Gicha Junior.
Han Chalach a Ether Junior.
Junior.
The family is eating dinner. Okay. Han Dunya Agol Ushkabea.
Han Dunya Agol Ushkabea.
The man is drinking whiskey. The water of life, Ushkabea. Okay. Haida Posuk.
Haida Posuk.
Okay, they're marrying or getting married. Balak is ani and a poga.
Balak ani and a poga.
The boy, the Balak.
Shame on them.
Are kissing. Okay. All right. Okay. Hangias dunya asabach.
Hangias dunya asabach.
Okay. Quick a sabach. Okay. And then little note as to the importance of the
accent.
Of the accent, the difference between sabach, fight, and sabach, Sabbath. So my grandfather used to tease my grandmother back in the old days, back in the 50s, and every Monday night would be you'd have the Monday night fights. And so my grandmother would go to church on La Nasabich and he would observe law on the Sabbath. It irritated her that he did that. And then, so, you can, we have another distinction between Brahmer, a lover, or like a boyfriend, a romantic interest, versus a Brahmer,
Brahmer.
fart, or a person who farts. Okay, all right. So you'd want to be careful about whether you refer to your Brahmer or your Brahmer. Okay, all right, okay. Boranach a drivig lari.
Boranach a drive lari.
Lari, how you drivig? Okay, she's driving the truck. Lari, yeah, like the Brits in English say in English, lorry. Balich a gieskach.
Balich a gieskach.
Boys are fishing. Bata a shawach edvur.
Bata a shola
avur. Okay. A boat is sailing on the ocean, edvur. And then again, you want to make a distinction between bata and bata. Okay. A merlik a guch eriget a mach a lori.
A merlik a go eriget a mach a lori.
Eriget a mach a
lori. Thief. Shame on that thief.
It's shame on him. Okay, it's stealing money out of the lorry. Okay, a gutch stealing. Okay,
a gutch.
Habana elenicha a paintic jelaf.
Habana elenicha
a paintic
jelaf.
Elenicha, artist. Okay, and Bana elenicha
is a girl.
It would be a girl artist or a woman artist, a female artist. Okay, so Gaelic still feminizes certain nouns. Okay, depending on whether a male is doing it or a female is doing it. Okay. Hakokra a jenaf b.
Hakokra a jenaf b.
Jenaf b. Okay, the cook is making dinner or a meal or food. Okay. And there's a word kokarach, but it's not used in what's called the transitive. You don't kokarach food. You can hamia kokarach, I'm cooking, but you make a meal. Okay, you jenaf a meal. Okay. Okay. Ku a korstich.
A korstik.
A korstik, a dog is barking. A botik agines skilach do clown.
The bolik agines do clown.
Do clown. An old man is telling stories to children. Okay. Botik, old man. Okay. And in Gaelic, it doesn't carry the same weight of the negative that it might in English. I mean, in English, if somebody says "old man," very often it's taken as being as a negative. In Gaelic, it's an elderly person. Okay, Inch, tell or telling, skilach, story, and clown, children. Okay. An ilra a giechlich.
An ilra a giechlich.
Okay. The eagle is flying. Hanin adol ayapi.
Hanin adol ayaki.
Hanin adol ayapi. A girl is going to bed. Okay, she's getting ready to go to bed. Okay. Hadonia agestich rikudim kul.
Adonia is cool.
Okay. Donia, Dunya is a man or a person. Donia are people. That's the plural form. Kudum Kul is a concert and literally means music picnic. Kudum would be a picnic. Kul would be music. Okay, so it's a music picnic. Okay. All right. Okay. A shenaver a funuch cake.
A shinna full of cake.
Uh-huh. A grandmother is baking a cake. Okay. Shenaver, here's the origin, Shaun Vaher. Okay, Shaun Vaher. Okay, old mother. Okay. Shenaver. A shenner, a
A
shenaver,
shinner.
a koshik, kolorishna ochigan.
A kosher kolorina ocean. Akan fart.
On Safar. Okay, so Shenner, grandfather, which means literally or comes from Shaun Aher. And Shaun Vaher, old mother, old father, and old mother, or grandmother, or grandfather and grandmother, a koshik are walking kolorish nahoik together with the
grandchildren.
Okay, Aka of theirs in the park. Dunya a straight bane.
Dunya straight bane.
Yeah, climbs a mountain. Bane would be a mountain. Bane equals mountain, and we get the names for the mountains in Scotland, like Ben Nevis. Okay, that Ben comes from Bane, the Gaelic. Okay. Olkenakasmunikov. Olkenakasmunikov. Okay, so a youth is thinking. Okay, so here's the youth thinking or meditating. Okay, Olkenak from the word og. Okay, Olkenak. Okay, and there's a great song we'll sing one of these days about Olkenak. Misha Adol Namkato.
Misa do namkato.
So Adol Namkato, in my sleep. Okay. Hai Nakato. He is in his sleep. That's how you say somebody's asleep. You say he's in his sleep or she is in her sleep. And we use the same for sitting. Hai Nasuya.
Hai Nasuya.
She is in her sitting. Okay. Hai Nansheshiv.
Hai Nansheshiv.
They're in their standing. And then notice that the na and the nan, these are in his or in her or in there. Okay, so that's what's going on with the na. Aun in ah. Okay? All right. Okay, Leva. An Adonia Adorian Eklish.
Adonia Adorian Eklish.
Eklish. Okay, the people are going to church. So an Eklish we get from Latin. We have a similar word in English, related in concept, ecclesiastical. Eklish. It comes from the Latin. Okay, so it's related to this in terms of cross-linguistic relationships. Okay. Boranich akeet film an antai jelaf.
Bornas akili film an antai jelaf.
Film an antai jelaf. Okay. Women are watching a film, literally watching on a film, on an antai jelaf in a theater. Okay, on antai jelaf, a house of pictures. Okay. Asur a jenaf board. Sewer, a genif board. Carpenter would be sewer. Board would be a table or a board, but it means means a table. And then sewer with a slender ending is inexpensive. Sewer on ASCII would be free, so different from sewer. So a slight difference in pronunciation. Mais jinin aljevik lor.
Smaikian a livik lor.
Okay. Still used in Gaelic, though it's not used so much in English. You could translate it as maidens, but it means girls. Okay, so sometimes used in Gaelic, similar to nean. Okay, a maistinen. Well, it's one of those words that has a feel to it, and for me, it feels a little bit younger than a nean. A nean can be a little girl or a young woman. You know, there are love songs in Gaelic, like Níon Down Voyach, you know, my young beautiful girl, okay, you know, the girl that I love. I mean, you know, so that could be like a teenager or a young woman. Níon, okay. Maistinen, I think, is normally younger, okay. Okay, Maistinen Yevik, you're reading a book, okay, all right. Haide geistig rikiol. They are listening to music. Okay. And that's it. Okay. All right. Okay. Leave up. Any questions? Any questions so far? Okay. So let's see. So let me see. So I've got where are we? That's something else. Which one was that? This it? Okay, all right, okay. So so we'll spend a couple minutes doing this. It's a quiz. So what would you say? Haida Tluch Ball Kosha, Haida Shane, Haida Tokotai.
Haida Tokotai.
Haida Tokotai.
Uh-huh. Haida Tluch Ball Kosha, Haida Shane, Haida Koper.
Haida
Koper.
Haida Koper. Uh-huh. Oh, what would this be?
Shane.
Shane. Okay, Gleba. What were they doing here? Kosha. Right here.
Snav.
A koshik. Yeah, yeah. Okay. No, snav would be swimming. Okay.
Well, it looks like they're going to swimming.
Yeah, they're walking to swim.
Yeah, they're walking to swim. They're going to swim. All right. Right here.
Now they are. Snav.
Snav.
Okay. All right. Okay. Right here.
Rui.
Okay. Right here. Skriver. Okay. Yeah. Right here.
Kluis nam pieban.
Kluis nam piepen. Okay. Yeah. Right here.
Hanijin a dansa.
Nienen a downsik. Nienen. Okay.
Downsik.
Right here.
Chocolates and Ether Junior.
Junior. Getting okay. Right here.
Hadunya usa beha.
A goal.
Hadunya goal ushkabeya.
Okay. Right here.
Doyan
Eklish.
Okay, the people are going to church. Okay. Right here.
Haid a extra rikio.
Coet.
Oh, the movie film.
Theater film. Yeah, they're a theater film. They're watching, literally watching on a film. They're watching a film. Okay. Okay. All right. Right here.
Haid a extra rikio.
Haid a geistig rikio. Yeah. All right. What are they doing?
Mechian al
Meistinen. It's a really hard one. Maistinen. Like a maestro.
Maistinen.
Maestro, kind of. Hanna Maistinen.
The singular would be Maistinen.
Okay.
One maiden, one girl. Maistinen would be the plural.
Maistinen.
Right here, what are they doing?
Haida Poseth.
Haida Poseth. Okay, right here.
They're bad.
Uh-huh.
Balik, Indonesian, Apogaf.
Apogaf. They're kissed. Okay.
Apogaf.
Okay, right here.
Savage.
Savage. Haida Savage. Okay. Okay. All right. What is she doing?
Boranich. Driving lorry.
Lorry. Boranach driving lorry. What are they doing?
Balik,
Balik.
Iskik. Balik, Agiaskik. Okay. Right here.
Bata, Sela, Elvur.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Jackson, Mirlik.
Lorry. Okay. Yeah. All right. Right here.
Havanya, Elena,
a paintic jealous. Okay. Yeah. Paints a picture. Right here.
Kukaran,
Yeah. Okay. Gleva. All right. Okay. Gleva. All right. So that's good. Okay. And then you'll have these to go back to them and practice. Okay. All right. So stop to share for just a moment. Okay. So any questions? Any questions? Any points of interest? Okay. What do we got? Okay. So let me, okay, go back to
I texted Pat and she said she's not feeling well.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, well, I know she's had a hard time.
She has shingles and it caused
recovering. Yeah, she had shingles and she had a little bit of a surgery too, right? I think so. Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. So let's go back here. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. And as I said, I will upload all of this and you'll see all of the exercises together. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So what do we got now?
A song.
All right. Okay. Okay. What in the check? Okay. Yeah. Okay. What do we got? I got this is now. Have I shown you the presentation on Dewey?
Yes, last week.
Okay.
But the country?
Yeah.
Give me so much other stuff.
Yeah, how intertwined it is. Okay. And this song continues with that theme, Kimi na Mòrbheanna. But first, there's a little video, a 5-minute video I want to show you on, if I can find it, hold on Cianalas. What? What? Okay. Hold on 1 second. I gotta. Right. Oh yeah, right here. Okay, so this is a neat little right here. Okay, so this is a little video on Cianalas. And so what I'm going to do is, oh wait, no, I've got to do it the other way on Fudik minutes. Okay, so I've got to do it on my other computer. Hold on 1 second. I've got the other computer on. So it's a little presentation on Cianalas. So, and I can pull it up. Where are we? Oops. Double, let's go. Bear with me 1 second. All right. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm not getting my links. All right, I don't know what's going on. Okay, yeah, okay. Oops. No, let's see. Oh, darn it. Oh, God, let's go. Okay. All right, so this other fellow's coming on, and now I've got to share. I'll share my screen with the sound. And then I want to go here. Okay, all right. Finally. Okay, so, and I will do, you'll hear it in Gaelic, but I will give the English subtitles. All right? All right, okay. So, okay, so can you hear that?
Yes.
Hear it and see it? Okay, Gleba. Okay. All right, let me turn it on here. All right, I'll maximize it. Okay, so here we're talking about Cianalas. And so this is a modern a modern video of a person who's living now talking about nostalgia and homesickness of her homeland. And keep in mind, the Gaelic world is kind of small. And so when she's talking about her homeland, she's living on the Isle of Skye and talking about another little island a couple miles away, so she feels homesick for, and it's lists for, okay, the great garden, okay, all right, so anyway, so let's try this.
Ha mi seo cónairí peici ní neachgail hainniu I furach an Cianalas Cianach. Ach, feici, quas a hasha for hús?
Sauna ilan las múra hami, ilan big fashkir an open.
Cur se bha colch na bheith bric?
Sé áitse saach sochgar a haun, agus haun an drástig cúteach, chai mi gan a bhúnscó sin.
Agus cyfiad y fer unilan hyn?
Gyma fashkir kids trifichid.
Deidig dyn y Cianalas, dyn cosnig I ddachga?
Sé opportunis a cúteach fá. Fa bic an iasca chaun cúteach ach sé tunis, opportunis crú agus cúrich.
Agus nan lo hyn y fan halw?
Saun lo hyn, yn cúteach má ach hapís cewn Jason Nealon agus saun le dúch gyda gael hai.
Dei seo se cur siachad yn y fagw na'r clein yr unilan?
Fa sin, nyr fa sin sa fwnsgol, dyrch a clwych conlery napian na facin agus fa youth club awn cwtioch gwyn agus badminton cwtioch.
Dei choffad sigúrig se fer unilan ha?
Channig mw fa?
Oops. So what happened here? Oops.
Díach son dúsan bliana chun san nuair sin galh mí go artscoil an open agus cin rí fuireach fála fat na seachgan.
Nuair I gheag sibh san an nópain, chuir sé bheith sin colach.
Bheit go má duibh goháir se son na chiad bliana agus goháir se chiad vías chun sbha cin rí fuireach san hostel agus sé dói be ile a bheith sin chu colch ra bhí ag an taítear. Bheit cin bhí sta cuaicúrin son beag nuair sin bheit upperdachi cin son uirithíte.
Rug Cianalas a rih?
Bheit son na chiad vías goháid. A chuúir sin bheit sin fás cléchte rí sin rutíúr cin agus charúdóid ile ann bheit cin bhí ann agus tíoch féinna réir lís.
Bu daine ann mis go thuir sinné chanúlaigh mí cóir a mí gurí jachaí.
Well, haís go ró ach charú an chom ann a féin gachaí bhecid bhí fuireach agus sin mar a bhaid.
Cine gheag sibh scóil?
Gheag mí an scóil ag ddíireach a chuig go bliana. Charú uheacham a fallh go gan na choiste nó gan an nóiltha ag náam sin. Agus bheit isacham nach chró úpar an dhélan go, so bhíacham rí fallh. Ba sanas as a féper son úpar ag taósta Ileníirman agus chuirmistá ar a hán agus go fórst na chuirmé an úpar. Saunir son siamíosan a bheit an úpar ag an táiseach ach gúrich mé anir son 8 bliana.
Agus bheit Gaelic be fást go nuamh ar thuair sibh an úpar?
Tá an sanas goháid se canal go ggéimeach Gaelic a bhí ag na dúine bheith úpar san taósta ag an náam sin.
Cyrsan?
Ha mis muinechuch, well, ba héin Gaelic únsachuch.
Syria Nobel.
Syria Nobel. Agus ba son Gaelic a brosnachuch agus thuúlaigh go rút mábhíh seo gan ró na lucúpriche a brún Gaelic.
Agus chuir sé bheith Gaelic is níor an colach an tacharí sé Gaelic lisach.
A Gaelic lisach. Ha Jifrich an naun can na seo bíad a canal bhasin na céad I rútaganach. A chanach bhí sé ba mí a coiad ar rútaach. So bha fachla ná bha bítar Gaelicte.
A bhfuil Gaelic acu ar achrachuch?
Ha mé cíneach go bhéal. Ha mé cíneach go bhéal bicin har sér na blianachan.
Chuir sé Gaelic am na lis mór colach inniumathe?
Chaní le cho páils sa bhaid nar bha méog. An canar son an gcinealach acamsa chaníl charó sinúla a brún Gaelic, ba mé hins mo bhráir fórstanach go Gaelic ag na parent an acin le chéile. Ach son tiúla chéile can bhí Gaelic ag a bháthar a charó ag a náthar, mar sin bheith charó a cummal suas a Gaelic chumá sa bheith cinne.
Sní Gaelic ar a ggéal a hand? No ní Gaelic le chapar nó chuir sé colach?
sé Gaelic ar a ggéal a hán sé. A go má fáscar Gaelic le chapar cuideach.
Sa bhfuil mór an ggéine anniu go bhili? Go bhili
Ha bic an ann háast an gcinealach is sinne chanin. Ach ha na nuóca hat son Gaelic a dúnsacha agus ha a féin bicin sa bhunscoil agus bí clásic an Gaelic achga har sé ar ggéimrug.
Agus mí siú dólarrás an trích?
Ha, behullam me go ann na stríche na hámi ach bí me go ann trí na céir túsan sa bliana. Sam an tiúlach acham ann háast ha a bhar ann san uncle acham agus bí mo bhráthar a go ann cuideach.
Sin dachi a ham?
Sé, go deireadh.
Feici, taithpealah go mór.
Sé a bhéile.
Okay, so let me unshare for just a moment. Wait. Over here, my computer's straight. Okay. So anyway, were you able to make out any of the Gaelic?
Some. Like Yaki and
Okay, Becken.
Ag Jónsacag.
Jansika. You know, so notice, she made a distinction between the way that on the Isle of Skye they say a caet, okay, and the way she would say it would be coyot. Okay, so Now I say Kate, but very often people some people will say Kate. And let me see. Where's a map? So what is she talking about, Lismore? Oh, okay. 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 Yeah, I got a map here. Hold on one second. Let me pull this up for you. Okay, share. I'm going to share this. Okay. All right. So anyway, so here's Lismore. Lisvor means great garden or big garden. Okay. A little, you see, it's a little island. Okay. Little island here in Loch Linia. Here's Fort William, a major town in the Western Highlands. And here's the Isle of Skye. And then she'd be working right around here at the hotel. Now, the person that she referred to, Sir Ian Noble, he's the one who originally funded Solomor Ostick, the Gaelic college on the Isle of Skye. And he was a Gaelic learner, but believed in Gaelic, in the cause of a revival of Gaelic. And he funded the college, and he bought the hotel and required at least, at first, that everybody who works there speak Gaelic. So that's what she was referring to. That's why she got the job, because she spoke Gaelic. Okay. It was anyway, but and here's the location, right around Armadale, right here on the Isle of a Sleat. Okay. All right. This little peninsula here on the Isle of Skye. Okay. Okay. So that's where she's talking about. And and so she makes a distinction between Loch Aber Gaelic and Edagale, Argyll Gaelic. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Any questions? Okay. So notice even from such a small area like this, people get very attached to their homeland. Oh, okay. And right here, and here's where her island, and here's where she went to school, Open, which is another major town on the West Coast. Okay. All right. Okay. So let me close that. And I've got a song for us. Okay. Let me share again. Share sound. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, right here. Himi na Mòrbheanna. I see the great mountains. So this was composed by John Cameron back in the 1850s, known as Ian Og Rory, redheaded young redheaded John. Okay, and he grew up very close to where our interview subject, the woman who's being interviewed grew up, okay, in the Western Highlands there, and he went away to live and work in I think it was Glasgow, and then came back to the Highlands and went into business with his brother. Okay, so anyway, so let's walk through the song and then we'll sing it. Okay, so it's O E He mina
He
Mòrbheanna.
Oh,
Mòrbheanna.
he mana Mòrbheanna.
Yeah, I see the
Viana.
great mountains, the
Mòrbheanna.
Mòrbheanna. Okay. Oh, he
Mina
Mòrbheanna.
Corviana.
Mòrbheanna.
Okay. And one of the things that I like about this song, okay, that I remark about this, is this opening, this in the chorus. It sounds something like the drone of a bagpipe. Oh, he, me, you've got that kind of droning opening, okay? Part of the writing of the poetry. And then he mean a corican.
He mina Corican.
The Mòrbheanna, the Mòrbheanna, the great mountains, the Mòrbheanna, the lofty mountains, and the Corican, the Corries. The Corrie is a kind of a bowl-shaped valley, a small valley that's shaped like a bowl. He mina scoren fhacal.
He mina Scoran for hail.
I see the peaks beneath the mist.
Oh, hill.
Kill.
Oh,
Okay?
hill.
Kill, yeah. So the word is kill, but fhacal lenited because faux lenites. Okay. All right. So he me gundao.
He migan down.
Imigandal.
Please.
Tacha sandrukik me.
An
Chacha
acha
san
sandrochig
rugi
me.
me.
I see, or I will see, the place where I was born. Sandrukik me, son, ounce on do rukik.
Sandrochig me.
Yeah, sandrukik me. Okay. Kuder orum falcha.
Courier.
Kura omo.
Oran falcha.
Sachanen a hookish me.
Sahanan.
Johannes a hookish
A
me.
hookish me.
I will be greeted in a language that I understand. A hookish me. So here we have this form that I mentioned. A hookish me. It's a relative future. Okay, hookish me. Kuder, and that's a fancy way of using the passive. Kuder. Okay, I will receive welcome. Gave me an oi.
Gave me an
I
I guess grag. Nura
Regan.
Ruicum.
Okay.
Okay.
I will receive hospitality and love when I reach there, when I arrive. Nach Reken Tuniken or.
Nach Reken and Tuniken or.
Tuniken or.
That I would not reken, a special verb form for I would sell.
Sell?
Okay. I would sell. I would trade. Okay. Nach reken. Okay. I would
not sell.
Yeah, tuniken or. Okay, for a ton of gold.
Oh.
He mina kolchen.
He mina Colchin.
He mina doriken.
He mina Dorichin.
I see the woods and I see the thickets. A thicket would be like a smaller forest, okay? A thicket of trees. So, Kimi an machen.
Machen.
Bana is torica.
Bana is Dorica.
Okay, I see fair, fertile fields. I see fields, machen. Bana, fair. Ban very often means white, but it could also mean fair. Okay. Historica and fertile. Himina fe. Erlar Himina fe. Okay, so I see the deer on the Erlar, on a floor of the Corican of the Corries. Falacha and Truscan Hill.
Falacha Truscan Hill.
Okay. It says here translated as shrouded, could be hidden in a mantle or a garment of mist, of fog. Biauntican Arta. Is Ali Lechenen. high mountains and beautiful slopes. Right here it's translated lovely, could be lovely, beautiful, Lechanan. And right here, for poetic reasons, we have the, which happens sometimes, we have the, well, like we have Mòrbheanna. Himina Mòrbheanna. Okay, the high mountains. The adjective usually comes after. Once in a while, especially in poetry, for rhythm or rhyme, we have it before. So right here is in this case, Ali Lechen, lovely slopes. Slug an Coney.
Slug an Coney.
Is Cora Clechenen.
Is Cora Clechenen.
People there always of kind uses, of kind habits, always kind. Okay. Is Utra Mochem.
Is Utra Mochem.
Alaim Gumfechen.
Alaim Gumfechen.
Okay. Light my step, leaping to see them. Okay. Gumfechen, to see them. Is Fanny me Tachin Legion.
Is Fanny me Tachin.
Tachin Legion.
Legion.
For a while, talking a while, Legion, willingly. Joan, willingly. Is Fanny me. Another word for wait. Okay. Fakimi uprach.
Fakimi uprach.
Sud is plakarik.
Is plakarik.
Okay, so I will leave the tumult, the uprach. I want to say uprising, but it's not uprising. Disturbance. Upheaval could be. Okay. Surt is plakarik. Commotion is plakarik. Yeah. Onomatopoetic. Plakarik, just as it sounds. Reckon na cheer.
Reckon
na cheer.
On
Cluj Haragash.
On Cluj Haragash. Aun and Clunch. Aun is in which is heard Achakarik, the whispering.
Okay.
Okay. So rhyming with Achakarik. The whispering, where it can be heard a whisper, so quiet you can hear a whisper. Fakimi Kirsten.
Fakimi Kirsten.
Duncha Salach.
Duncha Salach.
Okay, I will leave the narrow, dirty streets. The Kirsten Duncha, closed, Salach, dirty. And Kirsten here, very often translated as the courts, but it's the court in an old sense. I mean, well, once in a while you'll see a street named, I don't know, something court, with the old word for a street. Okay. Agavrik Glenef Numbo. Agavrik
Glenef Numbo.
Okay. To see the glens. Okay, so here we have that prepositional plural. Okay, agavrik air, to look on the glens of the cattle. Okay, falch in a gorum velef.
Falch in a gorum
velef. Okay, so welcome to the literally the Blue Hills. Okay, but you can think of it as green. I mean, what we call green in English, but remember, grass in Gaelic is very often gorum or blue. Holamach hulanach.
Holamach hulanach.
So, gorum velaf holamach hulanach. Okay. Falcher na cor vienef.
Falcher na cor vienef.
Mora Mulanach.
Mulanach.
The great peaky hummocky mount, hummocks with mounds, great and towering. Falcha na Colchin. Welcome to the forest. Is Falch in a hula.
Is Falch in a hula.
And hail to all. Falcha welcome, or it could be in this sense, hail. Hail to it, okay? Osona vi furich nan cor.
Osona vi furik non cor.
nan
In a
cor.
happy Sona, we're content to be a vi furich, to be living non cor, near them or in
Near
their
them.
midst. Okay, all right. So anyway, so that is Himi na Mòrbheanna. So why don't we go to the song? Okay. And here we go. No, okay. Okay. And you can hear that, right?
Ah,
Yeah, huh? Okay, Gleba.
O hi mina Mòrbheanna, o hi mina Còrbheanna, o hi mina Corrichin, hi mina Scoran fóchio. Himi gundal an paitje sonder gugmi Karar an Fàilte Seachdain huigis mi Jev mi anai vagis gracht nar rikken Nach reich gin tunnige noor Himi na Mòrbheanna, o himi na Còrbheanna, o himi na Corrichin, himi na Scoran fóchio. Himi an Cailchin, himi an Doirichin, Himi an magen, bana is torige, Himi na fei man corrigen, Fàilte an truskan jechio. O himi na Mòrbheanna, Himi na Còrbheanna, o himi na Corrichin, himi na Scoran fóchio. Bjauntach in arda sali lechkenen, slug an a coni, as cor the clachkenen, zitrum noch een, leim gam feichken, is fanny mi tachken le join. O himi na Mòrbheanna, o himi na Còrbheanna, o himi na Corrichin, himi na Scoran fóchio. Fagi mi ubridge, soert agus Eacarsaich, Geichgin an noun an san clúintich Eacarsaich, Fagi mi cúrsten, dúnt agus salach, a javach glánir nan bó. O himi na Mòrbheanna, o himi na Còrbheanna, o himi na Corrichin, himi na Scoran fóchio. Fàilte na goran vialav, hola moch, hulach noch, Fàilte na Còrbheanna, mora mula noch,
Fàilte na cailtin, is fàilte na huile, ó is sanna bhí fuireach nan cór. Ó hí mi na Mòrbheanna, ó hí mi na Córbheanna, ó hí mi na Corachan, hí mi na Scoran fóchio.
Stop the share. Okay. All righty. Okay. So anyway, so and just a couple things. You might have noticed that just talking about sometimes words take on different meanings. Okay, so in this song, just in this little song, we see fáilte being used to mean welcome, but also fáilte to use to be hail. Sort of cheering. How wonderful they are. Hail, like hail to the chief. Okay, so in English we make a distinction between to welcome somebody and to hail somebody. Okay, but anyway, so anyway, all right. So any questions, any points of interest, or no? Okay. All right. Well, that's about it for tonight. Okay. So Tapaleva Hula Dunya.
Gary.
Tapaliz.
Okay. Aikava Hula Dunya. Aikava.
Aikava.
Mhm.